This is for the ones who raised on gasoline dreams, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are rolling motor fire. Build not born, that's a creed written deep in our veins. We turn busted cars into legends and rust into fame. From late night garage grind to race day stadium roars, every scar on our knuckles unlocked 1,000 doors. We don't back down, we don't break, we don't fold. Every ride we build tells a story worth gold. This is for the ones who were raised on gasoline trains, for the lug nuts holding tight to the wild red line scenes, for the families, the drivers, the wrench turning crews, for the chrome, the smoke, and the ones who refuse to lose. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, that's who we are. We're a culture, we're a brotherhood, we are rolling motor fire. Here's to the nights when the world said slow down, but the engine said no when we stood our ground. To the ones who grew up rich and when the rest took the easy way, we found our path in the piston noise and we'll ride it every day. Pedal to the metal, this is where we belong. Cars, trucks, monster trucks, loud and strong. Passion, pride, lug nuts, side by side. If you love what you drive, then ride, ride, ride. This is for the legends that started in dusty garages, for the kids who chase dreams through the scars and collages, for the racers who gave everything without fail, and the fans who stand proud when the engines wail. Where horsepower meets heart, yeah, this ain't a phase. It's our passion, our culture, and we'll live it to the grave. Pedal to the metal, forever in our veins. So look out, we're only getting louder from here. Nothing built strong was ever built out of fear. The road is wide open and the fire won't slow, because this isn't a hobby, this is the only life we know. Pedal down, heads high, we're not done. Pedal down, heads high, pedal down. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. You're listening to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, the show where horsepower, stories, and great music come together. From beautiful collector classics to fire-breathing race cars to the ground-shaking thunder of monster trucks, this is where the world of motors meets the power of music. So strap in tight, fire up, and grab your favorite cold drink, because a ride is about to begin. And now, here's your host, Roller.
that? What's up? Hey, how's everybody doing out there, man? Happy Hump Day! Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. How you guys doing up in the mezzanine up there? You guys good? Good to see you, man. How about right here in the cheap seats? Oh, man. Goodness. Hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm glad you're here. Yeah. Good to see you. How about my beer garden rowdies? Are you guys doing good? That's awesome. That's awesome. Guys, thank you very much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys are doing, man. Thank you for the love. That it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Let's bring it down a little bit. We got a lot of things to talk about. And we got a good show tonight, guys. We got some auctioneering history. I'll tell you what, it's gonna be an amazing show, man. We have a lady on tonight by the name of Cookie Lockheart. Cookie is let's see, I would say that and we're going to get a confirmation on this, but I would say she's the oldest lady auctioneer in the United States. Now, I don't know about the world or anything like this, uh, but she's amazing, man, and I get to call her a friend. She's just such a special lady in all the auctioneers' lives. She's in the Hall of Fame. She's just done a little bit of everything. She's a television personality. I mean, you name it, this lady's done it. She's done everything from soup to nuts to auction off fish. So we're going to be talking to her tonight on about her career in the auction business and throughout time and stuff. She hails out of Steamboat, Colorado, and took over her daddy's business, man. And she's just gonna be she's gonna be an interesting lady to talk to. So I really look forward to talking to Cookie tonight. Now, on the 26th, we'll be talking to our old buddy Craig Gould from the Classic Car Auction Group. He's got another great auction coming up in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which I will be having the pleasure of helping him this year. So we're going to leave on Friday. The auction's on Saturday, August 1st, and then we'll come home the 2nd. So I'm going to go hang out with Scott Goodhue, and we're going to sell some classic cars, man. It's going to be a fun time. They have a big consignment of automobiles. I'm really surprised the turnout that they have. So we're going to talk to Craig about the cars in the sale and how things are going. And we we started helping this group out back when they did the Arnie Chimino auction and stuff, and just we made them part of the family. I mean, Craig and Scott and everybody is just part of the Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music family, and every one of their auctions, we're going to try to have them on if we have time and we have space. We're going to have them on, and we're going to let them talk about what's going on and different things like that. So, always be good to hear from our buddy Craig, and we'll be hanging out with him. And then on the 29th, Riley Bear called, and she has confirmed that she'll be on the 29th show, and she's going to be one of the ladies of auctioneering, and we'll be talking to her. And Riley is she's like my little sister. I absolutely love this young lady. She is just she is just a ball of fire. She's got it going on. She's really big in the auction world as far as benefits and galas and stuff like that. She's a phenomenal auctioneer, and she's also a phenomenal ring person. She does a little bit of everything, and it's going to be good to have her on. And then she gave me her sister's number today, Haley Bear, and Haley will be on in August. We're not sure of the exact date yet. I have to contact Haley and get a hold of her, and we'll be talking to her and getting a date out of her. Hopefully, it'll be in that first weekend of the August month of August, and we'll get her on the show, and we'll finish up the ladies of auctioneering and stuff like that. And we'll have everybody back again, maybe in the wintertime, and see what they're up to and stuff. But it's just going to be, it's just been a good series, I think, the auctioneering series. has been a really, really excellent auction series, and I just thank everybody that's been on it, from the gentlemen that were in it, the young guns, Scott Goodhue, Toya McLeod, Gracie Sherman, and just all of them, man. Everybody did such a great job, and I just look forward to talking with them again and seeing them again. That's going to be an amazing deal to just to go hang out with them and stuff. So, other than that, there's my cousin Debbie. Me and her are working on something that we're gonna be trying to take pedal to the metal international. We're gonna be. I've kind of made Debbie in charge of the international liaison lady between myself and them, and she's going to go and try to find new business. Hello there, Scott Goodhue. How are you? She's going to go try to find business for us in Australia and just all over. I give her a list today, and she's going to look it over. We're going to finalize everything, but she'll be acting as a liaison on behalf of us for all the people, and just all over the world, and that's going to be cool, man. I think it'll pick us up more listeners. It'll pick us up a bigger audience. We've already got people that listen to us in Canada and stuff like that. So, and Scotty, by the way, I hope you're feeling better, man. I didn't get a chance to talk to you. You didn't look too good today as you were leaving, but so I hope you're feeling better, and everything's going good for you. And hey, don't forget, we're still working the ropes here, and we're still going to do the pedal to the metal on location. We had a really great on location interview the other day over at Rhodey's shop, and we interviewed Rhodey, and then we interviewed Mr. Weldon. I call him Mr. Weldon, but he's really good. Hello, Robert Haas. How are you, my friend? Good to see you on here. And then Jeff Lytle and Janelle were over there, and they got the chance to see everything. And Jeff made a comment on the Facebook page the other day, and he said that it was inspiring for him to be there. I can see where he can testify to that and say that, because the fact is, it was inspiring for me to be there. I would love to be able to learn how to do that, and learn to be a pinstriper just for my own personal stuff. But Jeff is a pinstriper, and he does it for a living, and also body man, hot rod builder, and all that stuff. And he just opened up his new shop, and we're he was, I could see him, he was just soaking up everything that he was learning and different things like that. So I was happy to be able to bring him in. My buddy Dave Pyle, he got to hang out and check it all out and stuff. So it was really a cool time on Saturday. And Janelle, no problem. Anytime that I have an event like that and it's close by, you guys are always welcome. I promise you that. But we're going to be doing one from Jeff's Sunrise Rod and Customs. We're going to be doing one there live and talking to him while he's working on the vehicles and stuff like that. So I think that on location is going to be a good add to Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music. And I also think that this international deal, if we play our cards right and, get some good response, I think we can pick up listeners from all over. I mean, I gave Debbie a list today of places, and we're going to be reaching out to Canada, Australia, the United Kingdom, Scotland, Ireland, Germany, Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, the Netherlands, Belgium, France, Italy, Spain, New Zealand, Japan, Brazil, and South Africa. And these are all places that have some kind of a car culture where people might be interested in checking our show out, man. So my cousin Debbie's going to have her hands full doing this. I think this is going to be a big task, and I think that she's the lady for it. I think she's going to do a great job. So I look forward to doing that. But it doesn't matter what we're going to do in the future or what we're going to try to do in the future, but we got to take good care of of our new business right now and our old business, and we got to pay some bills. So we'll be right back here after a word from our sponsors.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. Where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds. Mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
Looking for artwork that stands out from the crowd? Whether you're building a brand, promoting your business, or creating something truly one of a kind, Digitized Ink Co. brings your ideas to life with professional digital artwork and custom design services. From logos and graphics to custom illustrations and creative designs that leave a lasting impression. Digitized Ink Co. combines today's technology with traditional artistic values to give every project the attention it deserves. Need a fresh new look for your business, club, team, or special event? Let Digitized Ink Co. create something you'll be proud to show off. Call today at 435-650-7657. Visit digitizedinkco.com or email digitizedinkco@gmail.com. Digitized Ink Co. Cutting edge design. Tready. Attention hot rodders, custom builders, truck fans, and motorcycle riders! Get ready for the White Buffalo Car Show coming to downtown Snyder, Texas on Saturday, October 3rd, 2026. Cruise into the heart of Snyder and enjoy a full day packed with classic cars, custom trucks, motorcycles, live music, great food, vendors, shopping around the square, and fun for the whole family. With 25 classes, awards, and even a furthest traveled award, there's something for every kind of ride. Registration is just $20, and all proceeds stay local to support area charities and community programs. And don't miss your chance to meet Texas rich with C10 America during this huge downtown celebration. Plus, cruise into the Friday night meet and greet on October 2nd before the band starts rocking. So polish up that chrome, shine those wheels, and head to the White Buffalo Car Show in downtown Snyder, Texas! The White Buffalo Car Show, where horsepower, hometown pride, and Texas tradition come together.
What makes your ride special? Is it the horsepower, the craftsmanship, or the story behind it? Pedal to the Metal. On Location is hitting the road, and we want to visit your shop. Whether you build monster trucks, restore classic cars, fabricate customs, race, or live the automotive lifestyle, we want to tell your story. We'll bring the cameras, the microphones, and the spotlight to you. Want to be featured? Visit pedaltothemetalpodcast.com and fill out the On Location questionnaire, or email jeffrichards327@gmail.com. Your shop, your passion, your story. Pedal to the Metal. On Location.
Real people, real passion, real stories.
And now, we return to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
All right, we're back. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Like I said, we have Cookie Lockheart on, and she'll be on at 7 o'clock tonight, and we'll be talking to her about her career in the auctioneering business and stuff like that. But right now, let's just chill out a little bit. That. Let's just chill out a little bit, man. Listen to some songs, some music, and we'll just hang out. Don't forget, guys, you can get T-shirts in any size. It's $30 with the either Pedal to the Metal logo on it or the Steel City Car Show logo. Same way with hats. They're $30 delivered, and that's shipping and everything. So unless you live close here in town where we can meet, I can make a little concession on that price and help you out cost wise. But they come in sizes from small to 5X. It doesn't matter what size we have. We can get it for you, and we look at about a 2-week turnaround for you to get your shirt. So. And I said once again, it's $30 for the shirt, and that's shipping and everything. $25 for the hats, or $30 for the hats, and that's shipping and everything. So we'll go from there and find out. This first song is called Tailgate Radio, right here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Every back road has a song to sing. Every fence post knows what freedom means. The little speaker may crack and hiss, but it never seems to miss. From harvest moons to summer rain, every melody eases the pain. It's more than music coming through. It's every mile I've ever drove. Turn up that tailgate radio, where the legends never get too old. Merle, Waylon, George, and Hank, singing stories every heart can think. With my left hand resting on the wheel, and my right arm catching the breeze I feel. There ain't no place I'd rather go than chasing memories with my tailgate radio. Every back road has a song to sing. Every fence post knows what freedom means. That little speaker may crack and hiss, but it never seems to miss. From harvest moons to summer rain, every melody eases the pain. It's more than music coming through. It's every mile I've ever drove. Turn up that tailgate radio, where the legends never get too old. Merle, Waylon, George, and Hank, singing stories every heart can think. With my left hand resting on the wheel, and my right arm catching the breeze I feel. There ain't no place I'd rather go than chasing memories with my tailgate radio. One day these roads will outlive me, and this old Chevy may finally rest. But somewhere another dreamer will climb inside, turn that old radio on, and understand why I loved it best. Turn up that tailgate radio, let those country stories roll. Small block rumble, open skies, a simple life money can't buy. As long as there's a road to roam, this old C10 will lead me home. Long after these tire tracks fade, the songs will still be playing on my tailgate radio.
Hello, Tailgate Radio, right here on Pedal the Metal Motors and Music. I'd like to say hello to George and Kim Weldon. That's probably going to be our next stop on location. We'll be down in Pueblo at their shop and seeing what they got going on and the builds and stuff like that. I mean, George has always got something in the shop that's going to be cool to look at and stuff. So we'll be hanging out down there real soon and letting you guys know when. But that'll always probably be on a Saturday or something like that when we do that during the day. So, but we'll keep you more informed on location as soon as we can. This next song up here is called "Heaven Has a Front Porch." We'll be right back on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Grandpa rocked that old hickory chair every evening in the cool night air. He'd wave at neighbors driving by with a smile beneath that western sky. He'd say, son, don't rush your days. Life's too short to live in a haze. The good Lord gave us time to share, and love is found right out there. I believe heaven has a front porch with a swing that never quits, where old friends laugh forever and every broken heart is fixed. Mama sweet tea's always waiting, Daddy's telling stories once again. No more tears, no more goodbyes, just forever with your friends. If love's what gets you home, then I know where I'll belong. I believe heaven has a front porch, everybody sings along. Grandma's roses bloom all year, every face I loved is waiting there. The dogs come running through the gate like they somehow knew the day and date. No empty chairs, no silent nights, only warm embraces in the light. Every prayer I've ever prayed found its answer in that place. I believe heaven has a front porch with a swing that never quits, where old friends laugh forever and every broken heart is fixed. Mama sweet tea's always waiting, Daddy's telling stories once again. No more tears, no more goodbyes, just forever with your friends. If love's what gets you home, then I know where I belong. I believe heaven has a front porch, and everybody sings along. When my road on earth is over and the angels call my name, I hope I hear that screen door open and someone softly says, welcome home. I believe heaven has a front porch where the sunsets never end. Every heart is finally mended and yesterday begins again. We'll rock together through forever, watching golden skies unfold. The greatest gift the Lord could give is one more chance to hold the ones we've loved and missed so long, until eternity moves on. I believe heaven has a front porch, and one day I'll be home. I believe heaven has a front porch, and I'll be home.
You know, I really love that. I love that song because the fact is that's what I want it to be, man. I want it to be where everybody's together and everybody's just sitting around and just enjoying it, man. I mean, I think it's gonna be grand. I really do. I really really like that song a lot. Yeah, I really do. So you know, like I was saying, tonight Cookie Lockhart's on, and we're gonna have a pretty good interview. I know that a lot of you have been waiting to hear from her and stuff. You know, Cookie back in the day was on a game show called What's My Line? I think it was called. Anyway, it was back in the days where they had three people come up and they said, you know, contestant number one, what's your name? And the contestant say, my name is Cookie Lockhart. And the other one would come up and say, my name is Cookie Lockhart. And the third one would come up and say, mine is Cookie Lockhart. And then they'd have a panel of stars, and they would ask them questions, and they'd try to figure out who the real Cookie Lockhart was. And kind of a cool show. I watched it a lot when I was a kid. I remember it on and stuff. And I went back and was checking out the Cookie Lockhart interview. And, you know, I mean, knowing Cookie, you can pick her out, but the other two really played it off really well. So if you guys get a chance, go back and check out that episode of What's My Line, and it's just I think it's called The Lady Auctioneer or something like that. So you guys can watch it right there. So anyway, this next song here is called "The Old Man at the End of the Bar." We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Driving through that storm that grew. There's a little old tavern I stop by now and then, just a place where working folks unwind when daylight ends. Every time I walk through that old familiar door, there's an old man at the end of the bar, like the night before. He never starts a conversation, never asks your name, never laughs out loud or joins the old jukebox refrain. He just cradles one cold bottle in a weather-calloused hand, staring through the silence like he's somewhere else again. He's the old man at the end of the bar, living with a broken heart and an old scar. Some folks think he's lonely, some just passing by, never knowing all the tears he's learned to hide. He's not waiting on tomorrow, he's holding yesterday, where the love he couldn't save never slipped away. Every night he pulls that same old stool out in the dark, the old man at the end of the bar. The bartender and waitress know the story by heart, though they never tell it unless somebody asks. They say 12 years ago, on a cold November night, the rain was falling heavy underneath the traffic lights. She was dressed up for their anniversary, smiling on her way. He'd promised her dinner when he got off late that day, but another job ran overtime and he lost all track of time, while she drove through the storm with "I'll just meet him" on her mind. Just a mile outside of town, her tires lost their hold. The highway gave no second chance on that black and lonely road. The flashing lights, the telephone, every husband's darkest fear. He's carried that one call inside his heart for every year. He still says if he'd left work when he promised he would do, she'd have never been alone, driving through that storm that grew. Though everybody tells him it was never his to bear, regret don't always listen when love is still somewhere. He's the old man at the end of the bar, living with a broken heart and an old scar. Some folks think he's lonely, some just passing by, never knowing all the tears he's learned to hide. He's not waiting on tomorrow, he's holding yesterday, where the love he couldn't save never slipped away. Every night he pulls that same old stool out in the dark, the old man at the end of the bar. Sometimes he'll smile softly at an empty chair nearby, like he can hear her laughing through the music and the night. For just a little moment she's sitting there once more, then the song fades away and he's alone like before. He's the old man at the end of the bar, still wearing his wedding ring over his heart. Love like that don't disappear because the years roll by, it simply learns to live behind old eyes. When they finally close this little tavern for the last time one day, I hope she meets him smiling where the angels know his name, and they'll never have to spend another night apart. No more old man at the end of the bar. So if you see an old man sitting quietly by himself, don't be too quick to judge the story that he never tells. Sometimes the strongest hearts are carrying the deepest scars, just like the old man at the end of the bar.
Well, if you've got a hot rod that needs a little soul, there's a man in Pueblo who can paint it with a brush. His name's George Weldon. Cruising in that steel city on a Saturday night, chrome all polished, everything's looking right. But George grabs a brush, says, watch what I can do. One steady hand and she's brand new. Old school lines with a rock and roll sway, laying down magic the traditional way. No stickers, no vinyl, just talent and pride. Every hot rod's got a story on its side. Hey, George, paint that line, make that Chevy sparkle, make that Mercury shine. With a little one shot and a steady hand, he's the coolest cat in all the land. Gold leaf glimmer, flames that glow, everybody knows where the hot rods go. When you want your custom looking heaven sent, take it to George, he's the president. Since 1986 he's been pulling those lines, painting dreams one brush stroke at a time. Signs for the storefront, bikes and rods, turning plain old steel into works of art. Airbrush colors and candy paint, every masterpiece worth the wait. From a frame all filled to a helmet bright, George makes horsepower look just right. Hey, George, paint that
rush and a heart of gold, keeping custom culture alive and bold. Everybody's dancing, everybody's singing. Hear those V8 engines ringing. Long live the artist, long live the style. George keeps them smiling mile after mile. So if you're rolling through Pueblo with a hot rod in tow, there's one place you've gotta go. George Weldon, the last real pinstriper, still laying down those beautiful lines by hand. Now that's rock and roll! There's a glass sitting there where her picture used to be. Both of them still have a hold on me. One burns going down, one burns in my mind. One disappears, one stays all the time. The jukebox keeps playing those songs from the past about a love that was real but wasn't built to last. I've tried moving on, Lord knows I've tried, but some memories don't say goodbye. Whiskey don't remember, but this old heart sure does. It forgot all those promises and the way she looked at us. Whiskey don't remember those nights we danced real slow. It can't tell me why she left me. It just helps me let her go. For a little while I'm stronger, till the morning light breaks through. Whiskey don't remember, but I still remember you. The bartender knows when I walk through that door. He don't ask me questions anymore. He just pours a little comfort in an old empty glass, while I sit here talking to my past. There's a ring-shaped shadow where forever used to shine, and 1,000 what-ifs running through my mind. But you can't bring back yesterday with 80 proof. Sometimes the hardest thing to face is the truth. Whiskey don't remember, but this old heart sure does. It forgot all those promises and the way she looked at us. Whiskey don't remember those nights we danced real slow. It can't tell me why she left me. It just helps me me, let her go.
For a little while I'm stronger, till the morning light breaks through.
Whiskey, don't remember, but I still remember you.
Maybe someday I'll set this bottle down, stop searching for her in this lonely town. Maybe someday I'll finally find
a little peace inside this heart of mine. Whiskey, don't remember all the tears I've cried, all the nights I ask myself what I could have done right.
Whiskey, don't remember the love we had back then.
It forgets by closing time, but I wake up missing her again.
The bottle might run empty, but some memories never do.
Whiskey, don't
Hey, Cookie, I'm right in the middle of a show. I'll call you here. You're scheduled to be on in a half an hour.
Remember you. So here's to
Okay.
the
All right.
ones we
Yeah.
couldn't keep,
But go ahead.
and the memories buried way down deep. Whiskey forgets
All right,
when
bye-bye.
the night is through, but I still remember you. I was raised on 3 chords and the truth, an old guitar and a worn out pair of boots. Daddy played Hank on that old radio, taught me about life everywhere we'd go. He said, son, you'll stumble, you'll fall sometimes, you'll lose a few battles, cross a few lines, but every wrong road and every mistake can still lead you home if your heart don't break. I'm somewhere between Hank and heaven, between the sinner and the saved, between whiskey nights and Sunday mornings, and all the choices that I've made. Somewhere between Hank and heaven, between the darkness and the light, I'm just an old song still playing, trying to get the ending right. I've closed down bars underneath neon signs, loved some women I should have kept in my life. I've spent some nights talking to the moon, wondering why goodbye always comes too soon. But that pedal still keeps crying my name, reminding me we all carry some pain. Every scar is just a story we tell about the times we climb back out of between the sinner and the saved, between whiskey nights and Sunday mornings, and all the choices that I've made. Somewhere between Hank and heaven, between the darkness and the light, I'm just an old song still playing, trying to get the ending right. I ain't no angel with a perfect past, and I know this ride won't forever last. But when they lay me down someday, I hope the good Lord smiles and says, you learn from every mile you drove. You gave more love than you owed. Somewhere between Hank and heaven, I finally found some peace of mind. I quit counting all my failures and started counting precious time. Somewhere between Hank and heaven, when my last song fades away, I hope Hank plays me through the gates, and heaven lets me stay. Just an old guitar and a memory of the man I tried to be. Somewhere between Hank and heaven.
All right, there you go. Somewhere between Hank and heaven. BJ, I tell you what, regardless, you're my buddy. You're my buddy. We tight. Hey, guys, I'm working on something for Cookie. She's on another computer right now, and I got to send a message. So I'm going to let a couple of songs play back to back here. So this first one here is going to be, and yes, Carter, I do remember, yeah, his name is Kerry Kemper. I work with him every week still. So anyway, this first song here is called Beer, Women, and Whiskey. We'll be right back here on Pedal the Metal, Motors and Music.
I was 18 years old with a wild streak inside, a pickup truck, a paycheck, and too much pride. Thought I had life figured out underneath those neon lights, chasing every pretty smile on a Friday night. Mama said, son, there's a price you'll pay for living too fast and running that way. But I just laughed and said, I'll be just fine with a bottle and a dance floor, taking all my time. Beer, women, and whiskey, that's all I thought I'd ever need. A jukebox playing old country songs and a bar stool waiting there for me. Beer, women, and whiskey kept this old heart running wild. I had a good time losing my way, but I lost myself for a while. past. Had some good friends, had some broken dreams, and some memories somewhere in between. I loved a few that I should have held tight, let a good woman walk out of my life. Now every time that old jukebox plays, I think about my younger days. Beer, women, and whiskey, that's all I thought I'd ever need. A jukebox playing old country songs and a bar stool waiting there for me. Beer, women, and whiskey kept this old heart running wild. I had a good time losing my way, but I lost myself for a while. Now I still like a cold one from time to time, and an old country song that makes me smile. But I learned there's more to a man's life than chasing trouble every mile. Beer, women, and whiskey were chapters written in my past. Some things burn bright like a neon sign, but they ain't always meant to last. Beer, women, and whiskey, yeah, I've got stories I can tell. I had one hell of a ride back then, and I lived to know myself. So here's to the nights and the lessons learned, the bridges crossed and the bridges burned, an old guitar and a memory of beer, women, and whiskey. There's a bottle on the table, a Bible by my bed. One reminds me where I've been, one shows the road ahead. One held all my secrets, one held all the truth. One was there when I got older, one was there back in my youth. I spent nights under neon, chasing yesterday, trying to drown memories that wouldn't fade away. But every time I hit the bottom, down there on my knees, that old worn out Bible kept calling back to me. The bottle and the Bible both have heard my name. One saw all my wild nights, one helped me through the pain. The Bible and the Bible, between wrong turns and grace, one showed me who I used to be, find my way. And Daddy left that Bible with his name written inside. He said, son, you're gonna need this on the rough roads of life. But I was young and stubborn, had to learn things on my own. Took 1,000 wrong turns just to find my way back home. Now that whiskey doesn't talk the way it did before, and those neon lights don't shine like they used to anymore. I still carry all those memories, every scar and every mile. But I finally found some peace I hadn't felt in a while. The bottle and the Bible both have heard my name. One saw all my wild nights, one helped me through the pain. The bottle and the Bible, between wrong turns and grace, one showed me who I used to be, one helped me find my way. I ain't saying I'm an angel, I still got some roads to ride, but there's a little more forgiveness on this old sinner's side. I learned life ain't about perfection, it's about getting back up again. Sometimes you find salvation where your broken road begins. The Bible and the Bible still sit there side by side. One tells the story of my past, one tells me I'll be alright. The Bible and the Bible both play their part somehow. One showed me where I've been, one shows where I'm going now. So when they tell my story, don't judge the roads I chose. The bottle knew my darkest nights, but the Bible brought me home.
Harvest moon lit up another lonely night. Same old faces underneath those faded lights. A bartender knows my name by heart, and a jukebox playing songs that fall apart. Every stool has heard somebody's goodbye, every bottle's watched another grown man cry. You can hide a broken heart behind a smile, but only for a little while. It's beer, foam, and broken dreams. Nothing's ever quite the way it seems. One man's laughing, one man's barely getting by. One's raising hell, another wonders why. We all carry scars nobody sees, trying to find a little peace. Life ain't always what it seems. It's air, foam, and broken dreams. though she's been gone longer than he planned. The young kid just got his first heartbreak, trying hard not to let the whole room shake. A waitress smiles though she's tired inside. She knows everybody's got something they hide. Tonight we're all just passing through, doing the best that we can do. It's beer, foam, and broken dreams. Nothing's ever quite the way it seems. One man's laughing, one man's barely getting by. One's raising hell, another wonders why. We all carry scars nobody sees, trying to find a little peace. Life ain't always what it seems. It's beer, foam, and broken dreams. When the lights come on and the chairs go up, tomorrow's waiting with another cup. Maybe hope is stronger than it feels tonight. Maybe morning makes things right. It's beer, foam, and broken dreams, but hope still flows between the seams. Sometimes healing starts with one old song, reminding us we're not alone. Raise your glass to the ones we've loved, to second chances from above. Life keeps rolling in between the beer, foam, and the broken dreams.
You're listening to Pedal to the Metal. Motors and music, where the engines are loud and the music hits just as hard. Classic cars, hot rods, monster trucks, and the stories behind the builds, mixed with the music that fuels the ride. From the show field to the arena floor, we bring you the horsepower and the center to match. Stick around, we got more coming your way. But first, a word from our sponsors.
If you're tired of the same recycled playlists and ready for something with real energy, turn your dial, or better yet, go online and lock this in. Introducing the Edge Radio US, based out of Louisiana, and streaming worldwide at theedgeradious.com. This isn't just another internet station. This is where rock and roll live. Everything from the classics that built the foundation to the new bands that are lighting it up today. All genres, all eras, all real music. With over 49,000 listeners per minute worldwide, the Edge Radio US is bringing people together through sound, attitude, and pure music culture. Stream it free, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and take it anywhere you go. And it doesn't stop at music. The Edge also features talk shows covering racing, faith-based topics, celebrity news, new music, and everything in between. There's something for everybody on the dial. Behind it all is Johnny Blender down in Louisiana, not just running the station, but building hot rods, classic cars, and muscle machines out of his shop in true gearhead fashion. Wanna get involved? Email edgeradious@gmail.com.
and real talk meet.
Are you tired of listening to the same old boring podcast? Then it's time to kick things into high gear with pedal to the metal, motors, and music. Join us live every Sunday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time as we talk with the people who live life in the fast lane. From monster trucks and drag racing to dirt tracks, hot rods, classic cars, muscle cars, custom builds, and the people who make it all happen. If it's got a big motor and goes fast, we want to talk to you. Watch us live on Facebook by searching Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music. And if you miss a show, catch every past episode anytime on the Pedal to the Metal podcast on YouTube. Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, where horsepower has a voice. And now, we return to Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music, with your host, Roller.
All right, we're back. We're back, guys. I think I got the right information sent out to Cookie, and she's on another computer, so I had to send a link to that computer so they could click on it and watch the show. Speaking of shows, don't forget, guys, on the 26th, we have Craig Gould from the Classic Car Auction Group. We'll be doing a sale for him on the 1st in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. It's going to be a great sale. Scott Goodhue and I are going to be going down there, and we're going to be working that sale. So get forward to talking to Craig and seeing what's in the sale and how everything is rolling along. And then on the 29th, we got Riley Bear. Riley Bear's in the house. She's going to be on, and she's going to be talking more about ladies of the auctioneering world. And we're going to have us a good show. And then I've got to call her sister, Haley, our Haley Bear, and she is going to be on sometime in August. We just haven't tied down that date yet. So anyway, it's going to be a good time. So hopefully we've given Cookie enough time to get in there and see what's happening. So let's go ahead and see if we can't dial her number. And, uh-oh, wait a minute, I messed up here. My fault. Got to put the passcode in first. Sometimes I'm just really not paying very much attention. Okay, we'll see if we got her here. There we go. We got sound.
Hi. I'm a call assistant recording this call for the person you're trying to reach.
We got to get that.
Please say who you are and why you're calling.
That's professional. Yeah, this is Roller. We want Cookie on the phone so we can talk to her.
Thank you. Please hold while I connect you.
Hello.
Is this Cookie Lockheart?
Yes, Jeff, I'm looking at you.
Hi, Cookie.
I don't know what to click.
Well, you're doing fine. You just sit there and you can watch the show and you can talk on the phone and do everything at the same time. You're multitasking, girlfriend. That's what it's all about.
Okay, so you can't see me?
No, ma'am, I sure can't. I cannot see you in any way, shape, or form. And maybe someday we'll solve that problem. But right now, we're doing it off of Facebook, and they don't allow that. So.
So no one else can see me, right?
No, they can't see you. No, not at
Well,
all.
doggone it, I got all prettied up.
Well, they seen your picture when we were posting that you were going to be on the show, and you're red and all that. So they know that when Cookie appears, Cookie's dressed to kill, guaranteed.
I got on my red, white, and blue, and my squash blossom necklace and everything just for you.
Oh, well, thank you, darling. Thank you very much. And thank you for being on the show. I so appreciate it very much. You're such a busy lady, and for you to take time out. And I understand that you're coming back from Texas now, correct?
Well, not quite, sorta. And first off, I want to thank you for the song. It was just fabulous.
Oh, no
I was
problem.
very impressed. Everybody loves it, loves the tune, loves the voice, and I don't know what you had to work with to start with, but you did a heck of a job.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know, you have promoted the heck out of this show today. Every time I turned around, you were talking about it and doing everything. So hopefully that everybody that's on tonight that's new will like and follow the show. I would appreciate a like and a follow. If you guys can do that, that would help me out a bunch by achieving more followers for the show. So, we might as well just get started and talk to you about your career and stuff. You grew up, you grew up in an auction family, correct?
Well, yes, my dad was an auctioneer at Fort Collins when he moved to Steamboat, and the bank sent him over there. And that was in tough times. That was in the 30s, late 30s,
Uh huh.
during Depression.
So
Mm.
did he have a lot of work going on during the Depression times? There was people that were
No,
losing things, so he did, and you guys just kind of fought
well,
and fought for everything, right?
no, he had a few like farm sales,
Uh
but
huh.
like a lot of us in the auction business, you better have a sideline to make you a living for your hobby.
Boy, that ain't no joke. That ain't no joke. Guaranteed. Guaranteed for sure. So, you stuck beside him and spent a lot of time following him and stuff. At what age did you decide that you wanted to be an auctioneer?
I don't know if I ever decided I wanted to, but actually, my brother was my biggest supporter,
Uh huh.
and my brother went to auction school, and then he went in business with my dad, and he was an entrepreneur type guy that could figure out how to do everything for everybody, how to set up an auction, and how to do the best thing for people, and there was scattered a few farm sales, but we were northwest Colorado, so it wasn't like it was real populated by any means, and it wasn't a regular sale. Like it wasn't we didn't have a weekly sale by any means.
Right.
So when people say I grew up in it, I guess I grew up with it in my heart, and the idea of it, but it wasn't like we were full-fledged weekly auctions like a lot of people.
Uh huh. So,
But
what was your first job when what did you do for your first job at the auctions? What were you doing?
oh, I'm not sure first. I went to school in 63, but I feel like I really got started about 1966. And my brother and dad had a horse sale every fall.
Uh huh.
So I went to Steamboat and helped them with that. Then I was going to real estate school in Denver at night and working a job
Uh huh.
and supporting two kids. So, uh, I was just auctioning in between. I started selling a little sale barn in Elizabeth, Colorado, and that really helped put me on the map because a machinery dealer was there and asked me to come to Iowa to an opening of the Sheraton auction machinery auction, and he, really promoted it and had my picture on it, and that was really, great exposure. I had to laugh. They were putting me in there about every other guy. There was about four auctioneers
Uh huh.
and me. They put me in every other one as we were going down the row of farming equipment. And I had to laugh because I didn't know a corn head from a bar of soap. But I knew I was doing okay. And so then we had a sale barn, and it was short, only a little few weeks in the fall. And both my brother and I sold it. And that was in Steamboat and also Craig.
Uh huh.
And so we got through that, but we started, then my brother started selling real estate at auction, and we were doing quite well. I mean, we were getting started, and I sold it at Black Angus sale and a registered shorthorn sale. Um, so, and then we were 7 liquidations, and
Uh-huh.
we sold a good sized art type liquidation in Cherry Creek in Denver, and we didn't know even how to pronounce the names of that real fancy stuff. And there was a couple there that was liquidating their store in Lincoln, Nebraska. No, wasn't Lincoln. I forgot the town right now. But anyway, then we went to Nebraska and liquidated it. And so, it wasn't like it was a weekly deal, but we were getting started.
Sure.
And then I had a partner, and we had a real estate and auction company in Denver. And in the 70s, well, early on in the 70s, I went back and forth, having offices in Denver and Steamboat. Oh, I went back and forth every week. And then my brother got sick, and in the early 70s, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. He was, cowboy type guy,
Uh-huh.
rodeo announcer, auctioneer, real estate. And so there was about 3 years there that he couldn't stay at the high altitude, and he started going to San Diego. So I spent a whole lot of his last 3 years with him. But by then, we were kind of doing some things. So I had a guest ranch auction, and it was huge, and he wasn't able to come. And
Oh.
it was up between Grand Lake and Estes Park.
Uh-huh.
And it was a big sale, like 100 head of horses.
Oh,
And
wow.
it's called the Never Summer Ranch. And the government bought that. And as I understand it, they have tours and show people how to feed with cattle. And so they must have sleighs and teams there,
Uh-huh.
which is really a lot of what my dad did. He was a teamster. Oh, he had teams, and he showed ranchers how they could feed with the team. And it was a big deal to hook up a harness, back in the day. Well,
Right.
again, today, there's very few men know how to hook up a team. But so that was like, we were always in the livestock industry in some way or another.
Sure. Sure. Cookie, let's jump back a little bit in time though and talk about 1963 and when you went to auctioneering school. You were a young lady and you were stepping into to a man's world. I mean, auctioneering has always been a man's game, And tell us a little bit of what it was like being. Was you the only lady in the auction class?
Oh, you got that part right, Jeff.
Wow.
I was the only one in 126 guys,
My
and that
goodness.
was owned at that time by Colonel Joe Reich, and he was known to be tougher than heck.
Uh-huh.
One guy was found with a whiskey bottle, and he was 50 years old, which at the time I thought was old, and they kicked him out of the school. And so they put a guard on my door because, like you said, I was young and appealing, and there was all those men in there and me.
Right.
So they put a guard on my door, and I never knew whether that guard was keep men out or keep me in.
Uh-huh. Well, so how long was your class? How
That
long
was a
was your?
joke, Jeff.
I understand. I understand. And it worked both ways, didn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So how long was the class?
I think it was 2 weeks,
Was it?
if I remember right. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And then you get out of class and then you think, okay, this is it. It's time for me to cut my teeth and become an auctioneer and stuff. And was it a struggle at first getting in, or did you kind of just mainly focus on doing the family deal, working with the family?
Yeah, I just went back and forth whenever they had a sale. I was in Denver at the time, so I went back and forth to Steamboat and Craig whenever they had a sale to help,
We,
which was few and far between at the time. I mean, it
sure.
wasn't like a weekly deal, but I felt like it was about 1966 when I really got started.
Uh-huh.
And then we had that big sale in Cherry Creek, and I imagine that big, like TV shows have scouts, and the Denver Post did a full-page deal on me, like the nation's leading lady auctioneer.
Uh-huh.
And so then I get a call from New York, and I was on To Tell the Truth, which
Yeah.
was, a lot of people call it What's My Line. but they were both owned by the same company. When I
Okay.
got to New York, they hadn't decided which show they was going to have me on
Uh-huh.
because they were similar. But I was on To Tell the Truth, and that show you can see it on YouTube.
Yeah, my cousin Debbie just earlier in the show tonight, she posted a link for people that's on to watch it and stuff. So what was that like? I mean, me knowing who you are, of course I could pick you out of the crowd, but the other two ladies were pretty convincing, I thought.
They were, yes. Well, they got gals from the East, and the panel was mostly Eastern oriented.
Uh-huh.
And I laughed because the reason I won the most is because I didn't know the answers, and they did. They asked, for instance, the panel asked what sandwich glass was,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't know. But one of the imposters worked in antiques and an Eastern furniture store.
Right.
So they could see they could say anything at all, but the real person had to tell the truth.
Uh-huh.
So when I said I don't know, the panel went, "You don't know?" And I'm like, "No, I don't know. What's that?" And so I didn't know. But you see, when they led into that saying I'd sold antiques, well, I'd sold antiques on the farm sale, like milk cans and horse harness,
Uh-huh.
and old plows. I hadn't sold what they thought was antiques.
Right.
So I won $750 and a trip to New York.
Wow. Well, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, that was big money back then. Heck, it's
It was
it's it's
pretty
still good.
good.
It's
That was
still good money
66.
today.
That's right.
So, and then, I mean, you were also on another show, wasn't it? Like where those antique guys would come to, and they come up to Steamboat.
Oh, well, I've been on several, but yeah, you're talking about more recently,
Uh huh.
right before I sold our place. The place at 11th and Yampa in Steamboat had been in my family 80
Uh
years,
huh.
and we'd use it for everything. We rented saddle horses to tourists when I was a kid, and my dad was always digging fence posts, and he was always fixing the place up, wagon wheels and all that.
Right.
And after he died, I made it into a Western store, and then we used it as an auction office, and it was 100-year-old building, so everything commercial around it. So I sold it right before the market started going back up,
Uh huh.
and which is too bad, but it was in our family 80 years, and that was in right before that was when what you're talking about was American Pickers came.
Yeah, that's it. American Pickers. Yeah.
And they don't usually go to a store, and they don't usually go where auctioneers are.
Uh huh.
But I was kind of fortunate there. I had met Mike, who everybody knows who Mike is on American Pickers.
Yes.
And I had met him in Tennessee when I was helping a gal on an auction. And so he kind of knew who I was. And the idea is they're not looking for antiques quite as much as they are somebody that's going to help make a show.
Right.
And so, as my dad would say, we were kind of odd. You had to be a little bit odd.
Yeah, exactly. That's
But
a
I got a lot out of that show, too. I mean, boy, I could meet anywhere. And people, we were in a restaurant the other night in Texas, and this guy's, "Oh, we went to a museum." And this guy kept saying, "I couldn't figure out where I know you." He said, "Were you on TV?" This was just a few nights ago. Oh, everywhere I go, people recognize me if they watch that show because, like you say, they can kind of pick me out of a crowd like a black sheep.
Oh well, guaranteed. I mean, you are rhinestoned and purdied up all the time. I've never seen you out of the Cookie Lockhart character. I'll guarantee you that right now. I wouldn't know.
Good, I hope you never do.
Oh well, we all have that dark side, don't we? When we wake up in the morning, don't we?
Well, yeah, I didn't want you showing up at 6 in the morning.
Oh my goodness gracious! So what other show was you on then besides that? And
I remember being live and kind of, they special on Jerry Lewis and what was that, where they raised funds on that.
you were on the
And then,
telethon, The Labor Day
Yes,
Trail. What
yeah, I
was
was
you
on
here
that.
in
And
Denver when they had it here in Denver or what?
yeah, I think it was Denver.
Was it?
Yes.
I watched that
And
every single year. That was one of my favorite things. That was the only time my mom and dad would let me stay up all night if I wanted to watch the telethon and donate money.
oh,
I got to donate money.
oh, good. Well,
Yeah.
you're just a kid compared to me. So, well, but I've been on several, local. I've done advertising for glass, eyeglass companies, and I've done a lot of our own ads. When I had bigger shows, I've run ads on Denver television shows, and I've been in Las Vegas on, I don't know what it was called right now, but they had me as a guest raising funds and interviews, and
Right.
I can't think of, to name them all, but
Well, that's all right.
not probably not a million national TV
Right.
shows like the Tell the Truth and American Pickers. Those,
Right.
of course, those were bigger than most.
Right. Well, those shows help promote you, but you were a very big self promoter yourself. I mean, you promoted your brand very well. I was really shocked into seeing how well that you were out there talking about your business and different things and the appearances you would make at different associations and stuff like that. In fact, you just got back from a big association in down in Texas, right?
San Antonio was the
Yeah.
National Auctioneers Convention.
Uh huh.
I still call it a convention. I'm old school,
Yeah,
but
me too.
they call it something else. But to me, it's a convention.
Uh huh.
And I've been going to it about 50 years. So, you know people from all over the country and South
Sure.
Africa and Canada and Mexico. You
Right.
know, you have friends from everywhere. The Auctioneers Association, it really isn't just a business association. It really is family. And you just make so many personal relationships over the years that you can't wait for the next year to see how they're doing. And, from every state, you have friends. And
Yes.
that helps a lot when you get auctions other places, you know who to call.
Guaranteed. The list is long in your little black book of people to people to call, isn't it?
Well, yep, pretty well. Yep. Yeah, I got a call from an auctioneer in South Africa the other day that's selling classic cars and tearing up the world. You
Really?
probably know who he is, but
Who is it?
Joff, Joff, Joff. Uh
No.
oh,
I've
I can't say his last name.
uh-huh. Never heard of him.
Oh boy, he's tearing the world up in South Africa.
And what is
He
he selling?
classic cars.
Really?
Yep, he called me just to say hi. But
Wow.
yeah, you can look him up. I'll send you his name, but I can't. I don't know the name of the company, but I've watched him selling classic cars in South Africa, and it's become huge, huge, huge. I mean, it looks like Barrett Jackson,
Wow.
maybe bigger,
You know,
maybe even bigger.
we're getting ready to take Pedal to the Metal Motors and Music International. And my cousin Debbie and we've been kind of started working out a plan today. And I pulled up a list of places that was recommended to send out my show, and South Africa was one of them. That's amazing. So that would be, that's pretty cool that somebody there and stuff. That's
I sure do. I think his name's Van Reen. It's like Banre, but I'll send it to you, Jeff.
okay.
I have his number, and of course, like I said, he just called me the other day.
Wow, that's pretty cool. So, Cookie, I mean, like here at the association, of course, what year were you inducted into the Hall of Fame?
2007.
That was an honor,
In
wasn't it?
in San Diego in 2007. Oh yes, I mean that's the biggest honor you can get in the Auctioneer Association. I mean, Auctioneer World. That's the biggest honor you could get,
That's the
and it
truth.
stays with you forever.
Yeah, it is.
And
There's
it isn't just once a year. It's a
y-
lifetime thing to get there, and then you keep it forever. They can't kick you out, I don't think, after you get in.
no, I would. Well, there would be no reason to kick you out, young lady. I'll promise you that. One of your amigos is in here, and he wanted me to say, tell Cookie hello for me, and it's Vaughn Long. He's listening.
Oh boy,
Now there's a character.
where is that wild man?
You know what? I don't know. He could be helping selling classic cars in South Africa, or you just never know with Vaughn where he ends up in the strangest of places. He
Yeah,
is
he's a heck of a guy. Good ring man, good auctioneer now.
heck of a cowboy.
I hired him way back in the day.
Yeah, yeah,
I've hired a lot of those guys.
yeah, exactly. That Vaughn went up to Steamboat quite a bit for you and worked with you, didn't he?
All different places, not just Steamboat.
Uh huh.
Granby, Kremling, Meeker. I don't remember where all we were. New Mexico, I think he was there. Maybe that was Bill Sparks. Wyoming. We were, I hired a lot of those guys and had them all over the place.
Uh huh.
But Vaughn's a heck of a good guy. I think
He
the world of him.
Yes, he is. He's an accomplished auctioneer, and he's just awesome in the ring too. Uh
Yeah, he and Sean Hagler both helped me quite a little.
huh. Both just accomplished auctioneers in the business. And still doing it today. In fact, I get the pleasure of working with Vaughn every Wednesday at Denver, and I mean he's just like me. He's been there for so long and stuff, and everybody likes him. He knows everybody, and likes to have a good time. Man, I was listening to him today because he was over there. Scott Goodhue wasn't feeling well, so Vaughn took over for Scott, and he was over there joking with him and stuff, and so he likes to have a good time when you're working, and you got to make it fun. You got to make it fun when you're an auctioneer.
Oh, that's right. I think half the people come just, they just don't come to buy something. They just come to watch.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got to have a show. You got to entertain them.
Right, exactly. Now, Cookie, what would you rather sell? Would you rather sell a consignment auction, a horse auction? What's your favorite style of auction to sell?
Either livestock or real estate.
Uh huh. What are some?
Real estate's tougher, but
Uh,
there's more money there.
sure there is. Sure there is.
I like to sell estates if they're, if they're worthy of it. I mean, the average household, you can't do justice to your seller or come out on it because it costs too much to run it.
Right.
So you have, eventually it seems like every auctioneer finally quit selling those pots and pans as we call it, and you. So that's why there's so many little estate sales or yard sales or whatever they call them, because I don't feel like professional auctioneers can afford to do it or do justice to their client. But
Sure.
now, if it's real estate and it's an estate sale, I'm totally convinced if it's marketed right and run right, it will bring every bit of market price. And then the people, whoever the heirs are, can go on with their life.
Ah.
And that's what we're supposed to do, is we're supposed to use our talents to help people with things they can't do for themselves. And each one of us have our own talents. And
Yeah.
that's what we're supposed to do in life, is help each other. My dad always said you're on this earth for one reason, and that's to help each other.
He was a man of wisdom because that's the truth. We all have to. Let's see here. What's Vaughn say? Ale cookies about JOK had a huge sale. I don't know what that means, Vaughn. I think you might had a couple of beers in you, but ale cookies about JOK had a huge sale. Do you know what that means, Cookie?
No, I don't know what jail. I
I,
I'm not sure what you're saying.
it's just ale, ALE cookies about JOK Oklahoma. It was in Oklahoma. Some kind of a
Oh, I had a huge sale in Jay, Oklahoma. Yes.
yeah, J
Well,
Oklahoma. Okay, that's what he
oh,
was
you're
talking.
right. I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. That's the kind of estate to sell.
Uh
It
huh.
was a heck of a good guy. We'd done some business together, and he'd been to a couple of my auctions. And when he got sick, he told his family to have me handle it. And it was a huge sale. And it took well over 2 months, maybe close to three, to get it ready.
Uh huh.
I paid one setup man $12,000 to inventory. The
Oh my
warehouses
goodness.
were completely filled with, big equipment. Several big trucks, but the warehouses themselves were just completely packed with everything you can imagine, but mostly big stuff. Like, we're talking uh, uh, I can't think offhand what I was going to say, but like a um, something about waist high that normally would be a foot long,
Uh huh.
like like a nail,
Uh
or
huh. Yeah.
I'm talking big stuff.
Uh huh.
And the heirs were really happy. I have a great recommendation from his son and his wife. They were all very happy. It it was very complicated. There was a corporation involved and sons involved in part of it, and part of it were not. And so, he had to sort it out. And it
Right.
was 7 acres. So it was a really good sale. And you're right, that was Jay, Oklahoma.
Mhm. Now, how long did that sale take to sell? Was it a couple of days long, or did you do it in one
No,
day?
I decided to do it in one day. We
Oh my
started at
God.
9 in the morning. We started at 9 and we quit at a quarter to 6, and it started raining just as we quit. But I had three auctioneers working at the same time part of
There.
the day.
Yeah.
I sold the guns. The guy had 45 guns. And so while I was selling the guns, I put a guy out selling the machinery in a row. And so, I mean, we were really lined up. I had really good help. And I had 25 people working that day. So that was
Right.
a big one.
You had a big payroll that day.
Well, yeah, you have that too. It comes with the deal.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Do
That
the
is.
work and you get paid.
Yeah, guaranteed, guaranteed. So, from some of the older auctioneers and stuff like that, who do you admire the most, and how have they helped you?
Oh boy, I hate to admit it, but most of them are gone.
Well, of course.
Like I said, my brother was my biggest mentor and my biggest supporter.
Uh huh.
But Bernie Hart was executive secretary of the National Association, and he dubbed me nation's leading lady auctioneer, literally in the '60s.
Uh huh.
And so that didn't hurt. And then Bob Penfield from North Dakota came down and helped me on about three huge sales. We had big real estate. I sold a ranch and several lots. And so Bob Penfield really helped a lot. Um, Paul Bear has helped me a lot. And who else? Oh, Chuck Cumberland, of course.
Of course, Chuck.
You you know who Chuck is.
I do.
So
Yes, I,
Chuck
I got
helped
a
me a
chance to
lot.
work with
I
him.
hired Chuck several times, and he always gave you good advice. He always came professional and knew what to do, and he reminded me a whole lot of my brother. He knew how to do it, and he, of course, was a world champion that everybody respected and admired. And it's just too bad some of those guys had to go so young.
Yeah, that's the truth. I had the pleasure of working with Chuck when I first got on in Denver, and what a beautiful chant he had. He had an amazing chant. He's a gentleman's gentleman, and anybody that said anything bad about Chuck Cumberland didn't know Chuck Cumberland, because there's nothing you could say bad about him. He was just a great guy, really was.
Oh, you're right. And he never looked at me like I was a woman. He just looked at me like, I was an auctioneer that could get the job done. And he was a great guy. They have a huge award every year as the best sportsman, and it's the Chuck Cumberland Award at the National Convention.
Well,
So that just happened a couple of days ago.
yeah, that just goes to show you what kind of a man that he really was. I mean, they don't just give anybody a title like that for an award. You have to be somebody pretty special in the auctioneering world. And I know he helped Kenny Holsworth a whole bunch get to where Kenny's at today. Chuck used to work for, was it Odell and Cumberland? Is that what it was?
Yes, Odell Cumberland.
Uh huh.
And another guy I should mention is Scott Schumann has been, it is real dear to my heart. He's a very good friend, and he has helped me a lot. Anytime anybody wants information or wants help, they can call Scott, and he's right there to help.
Sure.
He's, now in the Hall of Fame, a past president. So fortunately, he's still living, but he's a lot younger. I sold at his granddad's shorthorn sale in Byers, Colorado, matter of fact,
Wow.
many years ago
Wow.
when I first started.
And now his kids and stuff are getting in the auction business, or doing some auctioneering. It's kind of fun to watch them grow through it, hasn't it?
Go through what?
coming auctioneers. I mean, his daughter and stuff. They're at the contests and stuff.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. His daughter. I don't think she was there in San Antonio. I never saw her.
Uh huh.
I did see Scott, but
Uh
yeah, he's the leading auctioneer, for Hall and Hall, and they definitely sell. In my opinion, the best and most ranches in the country at auction.
huh.
If I have any questions about real estate or want another opinion or can consult with, I call Scott Schumann.
You know, he is I guess you could use the word plethora of information in the auction world. You know, he's very heavily involved in all the associations and everything, and you know, he represents Colorado very well.
And that's right, Colorado and the National Association.
Right,
He's
right.
been very involved in the FFA, getting kids started in that. And he's just a wealth of information, like you said. And he's one of these guys that I don't know how he has so much in his head because he always remembers everybody's name. I
Yeah.
can call him and say, "Who was that guy 5 years ago in Pennsylvania that whatever?" And he'll say, "Oh, yeah, you remember him. That was so and so Schultz." And I go, "How do you remember all that stuff?"
Right, exactly. I have to have my name tattooed. I put on my belt, on the back of my belt, so I can remember just who I am, let alone everybody else. You know, it's a that's not a trade. That's that I have. I promise you that right now.
What do
He
you do?
is.
Have to take your belt off and look at it?
I do, Cookie. I really do. Sometimes I forget who I am. You know, I mean, because you know, sometimes I go by Roller, which is on the show, and then sometimes you go by Jeff, and I'll be at a show sometime, and somebody will yell out my name, "Hey Jeff," and I just keep walking, and they're like, you mad at us or what? I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm in the roller mode. I don't know what's going on there, so I'm sorry. I didn't mean to shun you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not only did I forget my name, I can't hear.
Yeah, well, that's true. Spending all those years in the monster truck business is was a little tough, you know.
That's
Over
right. Those
25
sound
years.
systems aren't good for your
Oh
hearing.
my goodness, they do, don't they? Yes, they do. Guaranteed. So what all went on at the big convention, or as me and you call it, this year in San Antonio?
Well, it's just absolutely so much that it's overwhelming. You can't hardly describe it. It would take 15 minutes to describe it. Never, the educational seminars constantly going on. So if you want to know more about the laws and how to sell guns or real estate, or they've got experts in every field. And of course, the internet and technology is the big, big, big one.
Uh-huh.
And then there I have a kids contest, young people 12 to 18. Then they have a girls and the men's division and the IAC, the International Auction Contest. Um, they have the gala affair where and of course, in the Hall of Fame meeting, and at the gala on Thursday night, they present with the new president that's been elected the year before.
Uh-huh.
And then the three men that go into, well, I shouldn't say men, but the three people that go into the Hall of Fame. And so that's a big night. That lasts about 4 or 5 hours or so. And it's when everybody is dressed their best and gets together. And so there's just something every night. There's what they call a block party. They have a lot of fun at. They have games. And the first night, to back up a little, the first night's kind of meet and greet. They almost always have something that is close to the theme of wherever we are. And of course, it was in Texas, so it was Western, needless to say. And they really put on a great show too for Texans. Did it right.
What?
They had kids getting their pictures with donkeys, and they just had it. There was just so much going on; it was overwhelming. And boy, afterward, you use so much energy, you can sleep for a week.
Well, is it more? Is it like a family affair? Does a lot of auctioneers bring their families and stuff, where it's just kind of a fun, it's a week long, isn't it, or something like that?
Almost a week, but yes, it's always been a family association,
Uh huh.
and people's kids get the kids in Pittsburgh will get to be friends with the kids in San Diego, and they can't wait till the next year when they get together and they grow up together. And of course, I've known some of those kids, like you mentioned Shelby Schumann. You know, I remember when she was
Yep.
little tiny.
Yeah.
I remember when Chuck Cumberland's daughter was a little girl, and she went to the convention every year. Um, so that's why they have it in July. I always hate to be away from home in July because that's the best time of the year to be there.
Uh huh.
But that's the reason, because the family vacation and the kids are out of school.
Well,
It is definitely family oriented, but it's very business oriented too.
yeah. Now, when you show up, it's kind of like an old home week, isn't it? I mean, you know so many people. I don't think I'll ever know as many people as you do in my lifetime.
Well, the truth is, Jeff, everybody recognizes me, but I'm glad they all have name tags on.
I testify to that. Thank goodness for the name tags. You know, thank goodness. Guaranteed. That is the truth for sure. Now, was Joe with you? Did she go down there too?
Oh, you betcha. Yep. And right now I'm down at a friend's. I'm going to spend a week or so in Corpus Christi. I'm kind of looking it
Oh,
over. I have I have some trouble breathing, and I especially have trouble at the high elevation.
uh huh.
So I have to be on oxygen when I'm up there, but when I get down to lower elevation, I don't have to have it. So
So you feeling better down there?
I feel better anywhere out of the mountains where I can get to where I can breathe.
Right. Well, yeah, that's something we all need to do. So what you're saying is maybe someday steamboat won't be home anymore.
Well, it'll always be home, Jeff, because the cemetery lot's paid for.
Uh huh.
So
Well,
I'll always have to go back.
well, yeah, that's true. That is true. Now, is the all the family buried up there?
Oh, yes, all my family is. That'd be
Wow.
the only reason I'd want to. I don't want to be that cold, but I guess I'll have to be. But
Yeah.
yeah, Joe's been very involved the last few years in the auction business and in the convention.
Uh huh.
She's a lot of support. She's real good.
I
She
know.
makes sure I'm dressed right.
Right, of course. Well, you got that image. You created this image a long time ago. Even on what's my line? I mean, you were dressed to the nines even there. You know, I was like, "Damn, girl, you go." You know,
Oh, you
you're
saw
you're.
that show,
I
huh?
did. I watched it. I've watched it several times, in fact. You know, and I was just like, "Look at, I know that lady. Look at her. She's dressed up, man." You know, so. But that's how everybody dressed back in the day. I mean, everybody dressed up. Now you walk through the airports and there are kids walking around in their pajamas or even going to work. You know, I mean, we work in Colorado Springs on Tuesday, and there'll be kids walking in the auction that are going to work, and they got pajama bottoms on. I mean, what's going on with this world like that? I
Yeah,
don't
I
under,
just can't believe it. The
I
people don't respect themselves more. You know, in Las Vegas, you used to dress up and go to the shows, and now they look like they have their pajamas on and go to the show.
it's the truth.
But I think it's really disgusting. I think people have lost track of having pride in themselves.
Well,
Oh, you won't see me dressed that way going out.
oh no, I know that for sure. You know, I can remember as a young kid uh, going downtown shopping with my mom on the weekends on a Saturday. You know, maybe over Christmas, and men had suits on and ladies walking around in dresses and kids dressed up. I mean, it was a big deal. I mean, and even like you look back at pictures when with air travel and stuff. When people got on the airplanes, they were dressed
Yeah,
up. Now there was no messing around. They dressed up to the nines, and they looked good.
people used to take a lot more pride in themselves. And, you know, you go way back in the day or looking at an old movie, and every man will have a hat on. And I
Yeah,
love to see that. I love to see those dress hats as well, of course, as the Western ones. But
yeah,
I just thought it was so cool where all these guys wear hats.
yeah. Those old fedoras and stuff like that, right?
Well,
Yeah,
they're neat looking.
yeah. They are. They really are. I know my grandfather. He always had one when he was when him and my grandma would go out. They were always dressed up to they'd go to the country club to the parties and stuff. And boy, they were dressed big time. You know, I can remember that as a little kid. So
Yeah. It's too bad that we've let that happen. That people don't care more about themselves too. If you're gonna go out, show respect to other people as well as yourself.
uh huh.
Anyway, that's what I believe in.
Well, I mean, and there's nothing wrong with it. That's good values, you know. I mean, that's real good values, you know. I mean, and you can see like the auctioneers in Denver, you know. I mean, you know, they're you know, Vaughn's always got a nice pressed shirt on, starch pants. Same with Josh and Scott and everybody. You know, I mean, everybody's still those guys still take a lot of pride in how they look. You know, out there.
Yeah.
So
Oh, and speaking of that, I didn't mention the odals. I've also had a lot of, uh, I don't know what you call it, but the Jim Odell is. I've always admired him, and of course he started Superior Livestock.
uh huh.
But I've hired Ted Odell several times to help me, and it's really great to have people that know the auction business when that's what you're doing.
Right.
And he grew up with it, and he's top notch, and he's in Texas now too.
Uh huh.
A lot of those guys, I think these young people that want to learn the auction business, they ought to go to livestock sales and pay attention. They can learn more right there than they can anywhere else.
Right. Cookie, have you ever spent very any time with tobacco auctioneers?
No, but there used to be guys that sold tobacco at the national convention, and we'd always have him sell for us because it was fun. It's like a different language, as you
It
know.
is. It's a
Yeah,
sing
they
song.
go. What do they say? Qual and ha and saw, and I don't know what they're saying, but moves fast. But you know what? I sold something similar not too long ago. I sold a fish auction in Honolulu.
That's on my list of questions. So we're just going to go to that. You know, and I don't think very many people have done that, and I got to do it. But I want to hear about this fish auction.
Well, Scott Schumann had been to Hawaii on a trip. And he told me to be sure and go to it, and I almost didn't. I'm so glad I did. You get out there at 6 in the morning, go through a tour, and they show you how they come in on the boats that have been out for I don't know how long, 2 or 3 weeks at a time, and then they come in and they lift them up with like a forklift, and they load them on these carts and they take them in and clean them and weigh them, and then they lay them down on great big carts and they wheel them out, and there's hundreds and hundreds of them. And oh, of course, they showed me a lot. They showed me the different kinds of meat and what you look for to see what's better in one fish than another. I know quite a little about cattle, but I didn't know a thing about a fish.
Right.
And so it was extra interesting. And as soon as the owner knew I was an auctioneer, he told the guy to have me sell one. So they had me sell it. I guess that was a tuna. Was it tuna? It weighed 292 pounds.
Wow, that's a big fish.
And I said, well, are you going to describe this? Or, I need to know something about what I'm doing here. But I said, so they said, well, let us show you. So they took me over and showed me the difference in fish and opened up its gills and whether it was redfish or white. And they had strips of part of what came out of the fish to show you the color of the meat and how much we'd call it marbling it had in it. And then I said, well, just give me an idea. What's this fish? What do you think it should bring? He said, oh, it'll probably bring around $7 a pound. But what they do is they start at a number and go backwards at 10 cents. I
Oh,
said, I don't really think I can do that. And he said, well, you just do it however you know how to do it. I said, okay, all I need to know is about what it should bring. I think I can handle this. And I did. And it brought $7 a pound. So figure that out. It's 292 pounds at $7 a pound.
that's
So
a
that was pretty cool. I learned a lot.
right, exactly. And do you just sold the one fish?
Yep, I sold the biggest one of the day.
Well, there you go. I mean, if you're going to go do it, you might as well do it big, right?
Well, that's right.
That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You know, I literally enjoyed having you at the auction the other day when you and Joe came over and hung out with us. You know, it was just so nice to see everybody come up to you from the auction staff that really, you know, that that really shouldn't know you, but they do. I mean, you're just an icon, you know. You really are, you know. It's amazing, just the people that just come over that day. I was like, wow, I can't believe, you know, that they know her and that just come over and say hi and stuff, and it was just amazing. It was just such a pleasure to have you there. It really was.
Yeah, I was surprised I knew as many guys as I did, but a heck of a lot of them I knew their dad, and some of them I knew their granddad.
Uh-huh. Yeah. And that's, you know, I mean, you've been around the auction business for a long time. Got to say hello, Sam Ditto, Raul. How you guys doing there? But you know, anyway, I uh, I think it's time that we take a quick break for a minute, and we let them hear your song. What do you think? Because you know,
Oh, well, that'd be cool.
I've never played it. I will not play a song that I make for somebody until uh, they're on the show. So now I know
Okay.
you've played it, and I told you that's your song. You do whatever you want. I don't care. But I have never let my audience hear it. So we're gonna take a break for a second, guys, and we're gonna go ahead and play a song that I made for Cookie called "Steamboat Chant." We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Up in Steamboat Springs, Colorado, where the winter wind still blows, there was a little ranch town girl with a dream she couldn't let go. Auctioneering ran deep in the family. Sale barns were all she knew. She'd stand beside her daddy's side and learn to chant the whole day through. While other girls chased different roads, she fell in love with the sound, a fast-talking rhythm and rolling bids echoing through that old fairground. Even back then, folks around town said that little girl stood tall, because deep down in Cookie's heart, she was born to love the call. She loved the sound of an auctioneer, the rhythm, the crowd, the ring, the way a microphone could light a fire and make an old barn sing. She gave her whole life to the business and earned every bit of it all. Yeah, Cookie Lockheart chased her dream because she truly loved the call. From cattle sales to county fairs, people came from miles around to hear one of the first lady auctioneers lay that fast auction rhythm down. Back in 1963, she walked through auction school doors, one woman standing proudly there among over 100 men or more. Some laughed and said she'd never make it, said the business was too tough. But every time she grabbed that mic, she proved her heart was strong enough. And when her chant came rolling out, fast and smooth and clean, even old-time auction men stopped to hear the woman speak. She didn't want sympathy or favors, didn't ask for special rules. She just wanted the chance to stand and prove herself in the sale barn rings. She loved the sound of an auctioneer, the rhythm, the crowd, the ring, the way a microphone could light a fire and make an old barn sing. She gave her whole life to the business and earned every bit of it all. Yeah, Cookie Lockheart chased her dream because she truly loved the call. From cattle sales to county fairs, people stage and nearly stumped the whole darn crowd. Then came the honor she had earned. After years of grit and flame, Cookie Lockheart made history in the Auctioneer's Hall of Fame. First woman standing in that hall for the road she helped create, warning young women everywhere to know they could do the same. She hoped girls watching sale day crowds would someday take that stand with a microphone and an auction chant and confidence in their hands. Now young girls still walk auction schools, holding on to dreams with pride, because Cookie proved with enough heart there ain't no dream too far to ride. She loved the sound of an auctioneer, the heartbeat of the trade, the kind of passion only comes when you love the life you made. She didn't just become successful, she inspired them one and all, and the world still knows Cookie Lockheart as the lady who loved the call. From Steamboat Springs to auction rings, her name still echoes through those halls. Yeah, one of the first great lady auctioneers still gives her whole heart to the call. And somewhere tonight, in an old sale barn, when that microphone comes alive, you can still hear Cookie's auction chant rolling strong into the night. And young girls chasing auction dreams still smile when they hear her call, because Cookie Lockheart still inspires hearts as the lady who loved the call.
There you go. There you go. Steamboat Chant right there by my friend Cookie Lockheart. Cookie, I'll tell you what, every time I listen to that song, it just makes me smile. Because every time I listen to it, it just reminds me of you so much, you know? I mean, it's about you, but I mean, I just picture you all the time when that song's going on, that smile. And you've got $1 million smile, young lady. I promise you that right now.
Well, thank you so much, Jeff. You did a great job writing it. You did a lot of research.
Well, that's what it's all about. That's what I got to do. I mean, that's the only way I can make these songs, you know, where it's passionate for the person that it's about. You know, really, it does take a lot of time. It really does.
Oh, yes. Anything you do, if you do it right, it takes time.
This is the truth. This is the truth. Now, you know, we talked here a couple years ago, and I had mentioned that I wanted to write a book, and you're starting to do that now. Is that correct?
Oh, I've been doing it for a long time, but I just don't stick with it.
Uh-huh.
I finally got a great chapter done the other day.
Uh-huh. And how many chapters do you have on the book now?
Well, I'm not doing it in any kind of order. I've just written several stories, and
Uh-huh.
now they all need like a little better cleaned up, you know.
Right.
Yesterday, I made a trip to Goliad, Texas, because many years ago, over 30, I sold at a Longhorn sale, and the guy was the president of the Texas Longhorn Association, in fact, started it. And so it was a big deal. And he wanted his wife, I didn't know the whole deal at first, but he wanted his wife to MC it. And we called me, he said he'd called a couple of registered livestock auctioneers, and they said there was only one woman in the country could do what he wanted done. He wanted a woman auctioneer that could sell longhorns. And so I flew down here, brought my dad and a couple others, and so we spent some time right in the area that I'm in. Well, I'm spending a few days down here while I'm looking it over. And so yesterday, Joe and I, but she just flew back today.
Uh-huh.
So Joe and I went to Goliad, Texas, where I sold that longhorn sale at the Copa Divino Ranch. Harold Scott, Walter Scott was his name.
Uh-huh.
And I think he was a big politician, big time guy. He was certainly big in the longhorn business. And so that was kind of a thrill. That was a, one of those auctions that stick with you forever, that once in a lifetime deal.
It sounds like you've done a lot of those once in a lifetime deal auctions, and how cool is that? I mean, that's
Well,
really cool.
that is pretty cool, but every time you do a once in a lifetime deal, you're looking for a job. You're out of work. I'm not lucky as you guys. I have to go to work next week.
Oh, I just love you so much. I really do. You know, you're so true. You're so true to word. We are blessed that we get to work every week and stuff like that. But I mean, ours is repetitious. I mean, it's selling cars every week. I mean, one week I have GM, and the next week I sell Nissans. So, but I know what I'm going to be doing every other week. But I don't get involved in some of the cool stuff like you were doing, like the Longhorn sales or something. Of course, you know me. I am not a cowboy. I mean, and that's not because I don't want to be. It's just I wasn't raised that way. I was raised in the city, and uh, people always ask me, "Well, where's your cowboy hat?" I said, "Well, it's at home. I don't wear one. If I do, it's because I was asked to wear it, and I do have one, and
It
that's it."
probably wouldn't look right on you anyway. You look good just the way you are.
Well, thank you. It doesn't. I mean, I literally can tell you, when we were doing a lot of the contests and stuff, Kenny Holsworth and Sammy Hamlin, they took me over to the Western store there on Colfax, and they said, we got to get him a cowboy hat. And my God, I looked at myself in the mirror and I was like, well, what the heck's going on here? I don't know who this person is. It just didn't fit me. I mean, it just wasn't me. And I've been known for my ball caps forever, and that's the way. When I die, I'm going to have a ball cap on, and that's just me. And that's the way it is.
I preach that all the time. Don't try to be something you're not. Don't try to be somebody else. And people say that, young girls especially will say, I want to be just like you. I want to be you. I say, no, you don't. I'm already taken. You want to be you
Yeah,
and
develop
be
your
the
own
best
style.
you can be, but don't try to be something you're not.
That's the
Just
truth.
be you and then develop that into the best you can be of what you are, of what God gave you talents to be. Don't try to be somebody else.
Those are
And
words of wisdom.
And that's right. Being a cowboy, you either are or you aren't. If you're not, you shouldn't even try to be,
Yeah.
because it just looks out of place.
Yeah, exactly. Now I don't mind wearing the boots. I like the boots. I've got several different pairs of boots and stuff like that. That part's fun. I enjoy that, but I just never. And my dad, he wore a cowboy hat all the time, and but I never did pick it up. Of course, growing up in the city, you don't pick that kind of stuff up. I guess. Compared to somebody that's born on a ranch that been around horses all their lives, and that's just part of
Or
the
they're
attire.
auctioneers that just do.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. But I know one thing: horses. I can physically say that horses do not like me, and I don't know why. But when we bought the house out here, where we have some property out here in East Parker, and it came with a horse. And I didn't do nothing to that horse. I mean, I didn't do a darn thing except for feed that horse and water it. And every time I'd get around that horse, its ears would go back, and she wanted to kick my head off. I finally called Vaughn one day and I said, "Man, I'm getting out of the horse business today, and it's your lucky day." And him and Gary Kemper, they come and got the horse, they come and got the hay, they come and got everything. I was just like, you know what? I am done. I don't want to be in the horse business. I am not
Well, good. You
interested.
made a good move.
I did. I did. I think I made the best. That was the best move I've ever made in my life. I think it really, it really is. So, but Cookie, there's a question that I asked before we do, for our last question of the night, and I always ask people, what do you want to be remembered by? I mean, when it's your time to hang up the microphone, and what do you want people to remember Cookie Lockhart by?
I want to hopefully inspire them for just what we were talking about. Inspire to be the best you can be with the abilities that God gave you, and don't get off track. Don't try to get out of your ballywick or whatever you call it. Don't try to be something you're not, or you don't get into a business you don't know anything about, because most of the time you're going to lose your keister. So stick to what you know about and develop that and get better at it,
Uh-huh.
and just stick to it. Every time you get off track and get into something you don't know anything about, you're in trouble.
Right.
So I hope that I am an inspiration to people and get that across to them.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Well,
to be the best you can be with what tools you have to work with. Don't go looking for something different.
there you go. There you go. What do you think about the lady auctioneers coming up in the business now? I mean, Riley Bear, Haley Bear, all the other lady auctioneers in the business. I mean, there's some pretty good hands out there now.
Yes, there is. And you just said it. Haley and Riley, and they're great. And Scott's daughter, and I don't know how far some of them are going with it. There's a lot of women that call themselves auctioneers that just sell online, but there's a lot of those gals like we just mentioned that are really going to town.
Uh huh.
Uh, let's see. Uh, Yvette, I don't know how to pronounce the name Yvette. You probably know her. I think it's Vanderking.
Yeah, Vanderbilt.
Yvette.
Vanderbilt.
She's out of Minnesota.
Yes. Uh
She
huh.
sells lots and lots of cars,
Yes, she does. Big collections.
and she's tremendous.
Yeah.
And Penny Worley, and sells a lot of real estate in Ohio and Florida.
Uh huh.
And so there's a lot of gals that are really top notch in the auction business that have never won a contest, and I think that says a lot. I think sometimes they make the contest too big a deal.
Right.
It's great to have won a contest, but after you've won the contest, you better get back to work.
Well, that's the truth. You're only a winner for that day, and that's
That's
it.
right.
And and
Yep.
and if you had the contest the next day, you might not be the winner. It's
Boy,
it's
that's
just
right.
like the Shermans out of Lubbock, Texas. Gracie Sherman right now. She just won the Ringman contest at the auctioneer contest for the automobiles, and
Oh,
she's becoming a hand. She really is. There really are. So even Sissy, did you listen to Sissy's interview the other night? Sissy Tabor.
no.
She had a good interview, and she's very knowledgeable in the auction business and stuff. So I was happy to have her on the show and stuff. And there Angie Meyer. Angie Meyer's another one.
Oh yeah, I just saw Angie. Yeah,
Oh,
she's a
and
great gal.
Angie's
She sells a
phenomenal.
lot of cars.
Oh my goodness, that girl is on fire. I can remember when Angie first started come to the contest. She come up to me one time and she's like, "I've always heard about you. You're Jeff Richards. You're the one to beat." And my God, that girl has surpassed me hands down, and now she's a very accomplished auctioneer and can rattle a chant. Even Sherry Boots Sutton, another
Oh
another
yeah.
another great lady auctioneer. So there, and I don't know any of the new lady auctioneers, and it's a shame. I wish I did, because I'd love to have them on the show and stuff. There are some benefit auctioneer ladies and different things like that are doing some remarkable stuff. And if they're listening tonight, I would be more than happy to have you on the show. I mean, I would love to sit down and be able to talk to you and get your name out there, because like I told everybody, we just started the show. We're getting ready to come up on a year, and we started with nobody, and we're almost at 900 followers right now, and that's not a lot, but it's a lot for me because it's better than zero where I started. But you never know. I don't know. Now, if you're a follower of the show, it'll show up that you're watching the show. But I don't know who that's not a follower is out there listening, because I am finding out by going and doing these car shows and stuff that there's a lot more people just listening and not following than there are that I really think of. So
Yeah, that's like Facebook. So many people tell me they follow me on Facebook
Right.
that they don't ever respond. So you don't really know how many are watching you. But you're
Exactly.
doing a great job with it. I'm really proud of you.
Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate it. That's very kind of you. Are you going to be at the convention this year for Colorado?
When is it?
Uh,
In
I
February.
I think it's in January.
January or February. Used to have it during stock show in Denver,
Uh
but
huh. Yeah, I think
uh,
it's the I think it's in January sometime, but don't hold me to that. But will you be there?
well, Jeff, I'll try, but I don't even know what I'm doing next week.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. But it'll be good to see you if you can. And
I don't have a schedule like you do.
oh yeah, I started this as a hobby, and now it's a full time job. When I get off work, I got to come and do my job. So, uh,
That's right.
but that's okay. I mean, if I want it to build and do good, it's got to do good. So, Cookie, I just want you to let you know one thing. I love you very much. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you nothing but the best. If moving down south is the way to go to help with your health, then please do so. Just do it. Make yourself
Well,
feel
somebody
better.
said you've been successful. Now you want to be significant. I said, well, I want to do something. I don't want to I don't know how to play golf or knit. Well, I got to do something.
Well, you know what? You'll always be wanted, and you'll always be asked to come up and do a sale or call call a bid for somebody, and uh, you're just that person. You're always going to be able to have somebody call you up and introduce you and say,
I
listen
hope
to
so.
this.
I hope I can be guest auctioneer at some of the bigger sales.
Yeah,
That would be fun.
yeah, guaranteed.
Like you say, I've done a lot of just once in a lifetime things. I've done more of those than I have anything regular.
Yeah.
Well, Jeff, thanks a million.
Thank you,
And I
Cookie.
know we're probably running overtime.
No, we're not running. I know the producer very well, and he really don't care. But I like to keep it. I like to keep it an hour. So it works out better that way. So we try to run around a 2 hour show, 2.5, and it just gives everybody a chance to relax after, because talking straight for an hour is not easy for some people.
Yeah. We didn't seem to have any problem.
Cookie, that's one thing about auctioneers. They never have problems talking. Never
We haven't had
whatsoever.
a bit of trouble. Well, thank you a million, Jeff. I appreciate the song very much. Appreciate the interview.
Anytime, my friend, and I look forward to seeing you the next time I see you, okay?
Okay, I'll show up some Wednesday.
All right, sounds
All
great.
right,
Yeah,
thank you
please do.
again.
Just call me and I'll get it cleared for you at the gate, and you can come on in and anytime you want, okay?
Thank you very much.
All right, young lady.
Bye-bye.
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 All right. Well, there you go, guys. You heard from one of the original lady auctioneers right there, and she really has. She has done more in her life than I think I'll ever do. I mean, she's been everywhere. She knows everybody everywhere she goes. She's well received, and it's just amazing. So, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to pay a couple bills right fast, and then we are going to come back and play a few more songs, and then we're going to call it a night. So we'll be right back here on Pedal the Metal, Motors and Music.
Folks, auction season is here. And when it comes time to sell your equipment, livestock, estate items, or complete farm dispersal, you need an auction company you can trust. That's where the Holsworth Auction Company comes in. Serving Colorado and surrounding communities with honest service, hard work, and hometown values. Whether you're planning a farm auction, ranch dispersal, estate sale, livestock sale, or equipment reduction, the Holsworth Auction Company has the experience to help get the job done right. And now, with online internet bidding available, buyers can participate from just about anywhere, helping bring more attention to your sale and stronger bidding opportunities. Community-minded, professional, dependable. That's the Holsworth difference. Give Ken Holsworth a call today at 970-380-5305, or call John Clatworthy at 970-768- 7500, or visit them online at theholsworthauctioncompany.com. The Holsworth Auction Company, LLC, where integrity still matters.
Castle Rock, get ready to fire up the horsepower! The 2026 Poor Boy Cruisers Car Show is rolling into ACC in Castle Rock on Saturday, October 3rd from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bring out your ride and be part of an incredible day supporting the American Cancer Society, with 100% of the donations going to the cause. Entry fee donation is just $20 cash only, and registration is same day only. The show takes place at ACC Castle Rock, 4500 Limelight Avenue, Castle Rock, Colorado, 80109. Enjoy giveaways, a 50-50 raffle, silent auction, specialty trophies, and an awesome lineup of classic cars, customs, trucks, and hot rods. All makes and models are welcome. Don't miss the 2026 Poor Boy Cruisers Car Show in Castle Rock, Saturday, October 3rd, where chrome shines bright and horsepower helps make a difference.
Looking to bring your ride back to life, or just clean it up and make that beater look better than ever? At Sunrise Rod and Custom, we turn worn out into wow. From rust repair to full restoration to complete customization, we got you covered. Need collision repair? Bodywork, no problem. Need something to stand out at the next show? We specialize in pinstriping, custom lettering, and one-of-a-kind paint that makes your ride truly yours. Whether it's a classic cruiser or a shop truck, we take pride in every detail because your ride deserves it. Located in colorful Colorado, Sunrise Rod and Custom is your go-to shop for craftsmanship that turns heads. Call Jeff Lytle today at 983-217-3239. That's 983-217-3239. Sunrise Rod and Custom, we don't just fix cars, we bring them back to life and a whole lot more. And now we return to pedal to the metal. Motors and music. With your host, Roller.
Okay, we're back. I'd like to thank Cookie Lockheart for being on the show tonight. What a great lady she is, man, and I am pleased to call her a friend. You know, when I was growing up as a kid, I spent a lot of time playing with Hot Wheels and all that stuff. And at night, when Mom and Dad was in the den watching TV, I'd get out all my Hot Wheels and I'd go over to the kitchen sink and I would fill it up with water. And we had 2 sinks, and I'd fill them up with water, and they would be the lakes. And every part on this big kitchen countertop, I mean, it was kind of an L-shaped, was something different with the cars. I mean, I had car lots and trucking companies and you name it, man. And they were just, it's just memories for me that I remember doing that. So here a while back, I wrote a song about that, and it's called Kitchen Sink Memories. We'll be right back here on Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
I remember when I was just a little boy. After supper I'd go make my own kind of noise. Mom and Dad were watching television in the den, while I'd dump out my Hot Wheels all over again. matchbox cars and pickup trucks scattered everywhere on that big old countertop without a single care. To grown-ups it was just a kitchen in our home, but to me it was a world waiting to be roamed. Those kitchen sink memories still live inside of me, a little boy in a big imagination running free. I drove millions of miles without leaving that room, from the edge of the countertop to the far side of the moon. Every toy car held a story, and every road had a name. Every day was different, but somehow all the same. Looking back now, there's some of my sweetest memories, growing up on those countertops and kitchen sinks. I'd build little towns from whatever I could find. Salt shakers were grain elevators in my mind. Napkin holders became factories in the night, and butter dishes turned into airports taking flight. The dual sinks were oceans stretching far and wide. I'd float little boats across the other side. Sometimes they were rivers, and sometimes they were seas. Depends on where my imagination wanted to be. Those kitchen sink memories still live inside of me, a little boy in a big imagination running free. I drove millions of miles without leaving that room, from the edge of the countertop to the far side of the moon. Every toy car held a story, and every road had a name. Every day was different, but somehow all the same. Looking back now, there's some of my sweetest memories, growing up on those countertops and kitchen sinks. One minute I was a trucker, hauling cattle through the plains. The next I was a race car driver, chasing fortune and fame. Sometimes I was a sheriff, keeping everybody safe. Sometimes I was a farmer, working long and hard all day. I could spend hours there and never once get bored, living out adventures only a little boy could afford. And when Mom called bedtime, I'd always try to squeeze in one more trip before saying goodbye. Funny how the smallest places seem so big back then, and the world gets smaller when you're grown again. I'd give anything just to spend one more day driving those little cars the same old way. To hear Mom in the kitchen and Dad down the hall, and know that for a little while life wouldn't change at all. Those kitchen sink memories still live inside of me, a little boy and a big imagination running free. I drove millions of miles without leaving that room, from the edge of the countertop to the far side of the moon. Part of that little boy still lives there today. Sometimes when I see an old matchbox car, it takes me right back to where those memories are. Back to a kitchen countertop where dreams ran free, and a little boy was exactly who he wanted to be. Those kitchen sink memories will always be a part of me.
When I was young, I stayed to myself. Didn't have many friends like everybody else. Friday nights meant that old hobby store, staring at them shiny boxes lined wall to wall. Take them home and build them all weekend long. Paint flames where the decals said they belonged. Chrome on the engine, custom stands so mean. Every little model was a young boy's dream. While the other kids were chasing bigger things, I was building hot rods with tiny machine springs. Those model kid dreams on my bedroom shelf were more than little toys to me and nobody else. They were my way out, my way to believe that one day I'd build the real thing. I didn't care much about college schemes. Only thing I knew was those model kid dreams. I went to work down at an old body shop. Learned real quick how to shape and chop, how to work the metal and make engines sing. Lay down paint smooth as a wedding ring. Funny how it all came naturally, like those little plastic cars prepared me. Every line I drew and every custom scene started with the model kid dreams. Those model kid dreams on my bedroom shelf turned into a life I built myself. Now people bring me cars from miles around, trusting these two hands to lay perfection down. From a lonely kid nobody had ever seen, to a man known for his model kid dreams. Now there's cars I built on TV screens, museum lights shining down on machines. People stop and stare at the work I've done, but they don't know where it all begun. It started with a kid in a quiet room, glue on his hands and a heart full of fumes. Those dreams in a box made a life for me, built from passion, paint and creativity. And every time I hear them, oh, shop to scream, I still see that boy with his model kid dreams. Yeah, that lonely kid finally found his wings inside those model kid dreams. I remember when we were young, playing cowboys and Indians, man, it was fun. Backyard dust and a plastic gun, chasing dreams in the setting sun. Army battles with our friends, didn't know where the day would end. No one thought nothing wrong back then, just kids being kids again. We built our forts out of sticks and dirt, bandanas tied, old hand-me-down shirts. Every scratch just made it worse, like we were living out a movie verse. No screens, no wires, no place to be, just imagination running free. We didn't need no batteries, just a spark and a memory. I thank God I got them cap gun memories, echoes ringing through them old oak trees. Bang, bang dreams and a fearless heart, playing heroes in our own backyard. No hate, no harm, just make believe. Yeah, that's the way it used to be, and I wouldn't trade nothing for what made me those cap gun memories. Now they say those days were wrong, try to tell us what we grew up on. Say those toys made us too strong, like we didn't know right from wrong. Talking about bands and drawing lines, judge the past through different times, but they never lived those simple rhymes of dirt road days and childhood minds. They didn't run through fields at dusk, didn't feel that freedom rush, didn't turn a stick to something tough or make believe feel real enough. Didn't grow up the way we did, where a dream was all it took to live, before the world got complicated and every little thing got debated. Yeah, we grew up and we turned out fine, learned respect and wrong from right. Those little games didn't change our way, they just helped us find our place in a world that moves too fast today. I still hear them echoes when I pray. I thank God I got them cap gun memories, echoes ringing through them old oak trees. Bang, bang dreams and a fearless heart, playing heroes in our own backyard. No hate, no
trade nothing for what made me. Those cap gun memories.
Morning sun breaking over county road lines, coffee in a thermos and a little quiet time. That old C10 waits where the gravel meets the drive, fires up easy like he's glad to be alive. My German Shepherd jumps up in the seat, tail thumping rhythm to the tires on the street. Ain't much money, but I thank the Lord above for an old Chevy truck and a good dog's love. All I need in life is my C10 Chevy, 4 wheels rolling down a dusty back road rut, and my dog riding next to me through the wind and sun. Two best friends when the day is done. No fancy house, no silver or gold, just a simple life on a country road. If the good Lord asked what makes my life enough, I'll say my C10 Chevy and my dog. Tailgate down by a river bend, watching that sunset fade again. That old dog lays with his head on my knee, like he knows this road belongs to me. Truck bed holds every mile I've known, from broken fences to roads back home. Some folks chase dreams in a sunset glow. Me and that truck just take it slow. Years roll by like white lines on a road. Truck still running, but we're both getting old. Dog's muzzle gray, but he still runs free. Still jumps in the cab every time he sees me. Someday the wheels might finally stop, and that old dog might take his last walk. But until that day, I'll thank God above for an old C10 and that faithful dog's love. All I need in life is my C10 Chevy, 4 wheels rolling down a dusty back road rut, and my dog riding next to me through the wind and sun. Two best friends when the day is done. No fancy house, no silver or gold, just a truck and a heart that's whole. If the good Lord asked what makes my life enough, I'll say my C10 Chevy and my faithful dog. out in the west where the custom boys work. They took old Mercuries and changed how they looked. Lower and longer, smooth and clean, turning those cars into rolling machines. Soon folks around town began to say, oh, wow, custom Mercury was headed their way. Friday night at the hamburger stand, jukebox playing that swinging band. Chevys and Fords parked side by side, kids hanging out for the Friday night ride. Burgers sizzling on the hot grill flame, teenagers laughing and calling out names. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in Lud watched it glow. Chopped down roof and the body all smooth, one sleek cruiser built to move. French headlights glowing soft and bright, paint shining red in the diner lights. Milkshake melting while the crowd stood still, leaning on cars by the edge of the hill. Here comes that 50 Mercury, long and low for the world to see. Chrome shining bright in the neon light, coolest ride rolling in tonight. Nobody talking, nobody making a sound, just that deep V8 rumbling around. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, every kid in the lot watched it glow. Long smooth body shining like glass, rolling so slow as the Merc drove past. Chrome reflections lighting the street, every heartbeat skipped a beat. That 50 Mercury, cruising slow to history. Chrome and steel and rock and roll, custom car, heart and soul. Everybody watching as it rolled through town, coolest machine anyone had found. When that 50 Mercury rolled in slow, everybody knew it stole the show. Late that night at the hamburger stand, kids still talking, that machine so grand. Long and low as a car can be, that legendary 50 Mercury.
Sam Ditto's a man who likes to ride, hands on the grips, throttle twisted wide. Never argued being called heavy-wristed. That engine talks and he always listens. Bought his first bike in 2008. Texoma Harley sealed his fate. Old Sawtail, pearl, white and blue. That bike felt born for breaking loose. He's been riding since 17. Wind on his face, heart running free. One road speak when the world gets loud. Chrome and miles keep him steady now. Yeah, some men pray,
that country blues road. Oil patch of morning, sun barely high, riding to work while the rest drive by. Days on the road, man, he misses those days. Highway home in a different way. Hard head off, gloves pulled tight. That ride home felt better than right. Gas tank singing, engine warm, felt more alive than he'd ever been born. He's been riding since 17. Wind on his face, hot, running free. When the nights get long and the roads get tired, that motor's truth never wants a lie. Yeah, some men pray, some men roll. Sam Ditto rides that country blues road. Then love came along like love always does. Wedding rings and grown-up stuff. Traded the soft tail, tried to slow it down, but no bike after felt quite right around. Bought one just to flip for play. Didn't plan on keeping it anyway, but the first owner treated her like gold. Every service loved, every story told. Some things don't speak till you take it slow, and they grab your heart and won't let go. He's been riding since 17, still chasing that in between. When the cold rolls in and nights run along, that engine hum feels like an old blues song. Yeah, some men pray, some men roll. Sam Ditto rides that country blues road. He gave that bike his own kind of style, lifted the front fender a couple inches high. 21-inch flat spoke, black and chrome. Front end tall like it finally found home. Dropped the back with an air ride low. 16-inch flat spoke, tucked in slow. Merlot sun glow, shining deep and bold. She's a fine-looking dresser, truth be told. Hobo nickel shining clean and bright. Time and cover stamped to mark his life. And Mitchell said, so the whole world knows, that bike ain't borrowed, that bike's his soul. I ride all I can till the cold sets in. When 40 hits, old bones don't bend. Batteries fade and the wind cuts sharp, but the dream still pulls on the same old hard days on the road. That's a full-time plan. The bike's jelly to my homemade biscuit, man. If I could, I'd ride all day long. Wind in my hair, fish tape, singing their song. He's been riding since 17, still chasing miles, still riding clean. Life changed lanes, but the road stayed true. Every scar earned, every mile due. Yeah, some men pray, some men roll. Sam Ditto rides that country blues road. Heavy wristed, hands still strong. Merlot sun glow rolling on. Yeah, the road knows his name, and the road remembers him. Sun-bleached hood under a western sky, faded red where the years rolled by. Every scratch came honest, never planned. Grease-stained dreams in a working man's hands. Coffee cold, wrench turned slow. Midnight oil where the barn lights glow. Ain't no shame in the wear you see, that steel has lived a life just like me. Patina's not a color, it's history. Every mile's a story, yeah, true patina history. You can paint it up, make it shine like new, but you'll cover up the truth that's been through. Patina's not a color, it's history. Bench seat cracked from 1,000 rides, back road dust and a passenger side tailgate dents from a loading day. More than metal, it's the price we pay. Hand-me-down keys, an old man's grin. Son, don't erase where you've been. That rust ain't right, it's memory, holding tight to who we used to be. Patina's not a color, it's history. Every mile's a story, yeah, true patina history. Chrome don't talk and gloss won't stay, but scars still speak at the end of the day. Patina's not a color, it's history. They want it smooth, want it factory clean, like time never touched a thing. But life don't run on a showroom floor. It leaves its mark and leaves some more. Patina's not a color, it's history. Every mile's a story, yeah, true patina history. If this steel could talk, it'd tell you why. Pride don't fade and truth don't lie. Patina's not a color, it's history. Let it wear, let it show. That's the life we chose to know.
Back in 1982, yeah, you saw that dream come true. When that hotel caught his heart, midnight black and shining new. Lou was on a trunk, yeah, that year was 101. Subtle but so clean, that kind of beauty can't be undone. Black leather seats and the floor, a touch of luxury and fire. From the moment he turned that key, that Riviera stirred his desire. And when that 455 starts humming, you can hear temptation coming. 'Cause they're proud in the night, rolling slow on the street lights. Deep black pearl paint so clean, floating smooth like a midnight dream. Black on black, oh, what a sight. Yeah, made her proud in the night. Yeah. Side marker delete, smooth nose with that big grill. Black and bumpers front and rear, that's intimidation on wheels. Air ride gliding low, shifting automatic ease. When he hits that boulevard, the world drops to its knees. Billy's specialty spinning, 18s up front, 20s in the back. Every curve and every line, screaming Riviera attack. And when the bass line starts to shake, you feel the whole town awake, baby. 'Cause they're proud in the night, rolling slow under street lights. Deep black pearl paint so clean, floating smooth like a midnight dream. Black on black, oh, what a sight. Yeah, baby, proud, oh, in the night. Oh, leather and power, beauty and danger. King on the highway, no one drives it like the maker. Ooh,
felt it, he loved it. It became a part of his life. And every mile they traveled cut the darkness like a knife. Yeah. Cruising timeless, heavy is the crown. Every night out knows when Vader's
That one's my fault. Sorry about that.
Started that little car lot in that Steel City town. He taught me more than wrenches and wheels. He taught me how to live, how to work, and how to dream. I didn't always follow his path, but I never forgot where it started. In that Steel City town, my old man's dream was turning steel and chrome into gasoline gleam. He built a name with a wrench in hand. Said, son, this shop will make you a man. But I had diesel dreams and dirt to move, running heavy iron like my old man used to. Now the echoes of that old garage still call my name. Oil-stained floors and that worn-out sign still look the same. He taught me how to stand tall, how to see things through. Turns out he taught me more than I ever knew. When times got tough and the bills got high, he said, son, go make your own way under that Amarillo sky. 9 years gone by under that Texas sun, building a life with my wife and raising 3 sons. But back home the business faded slow, and I could see time catching up with the man I know. Now the echoes of that old garage still call my name. Oil-stained floors and that worn-out sign still look the same. He taught me how to stand tall, how to see things through. Turns out he taught me more than I ever knew. Then one day that phone call came, the shop went dark and nothing's been the same. They locked the doors, turned out the lights, and I cried for that man who gave me my drive. Now I'm calling bids under Denver lights, selling dreams made of chrome and white. Monster trucks and classic rides, still hear his voice when I grab that mic. He's gone, but he's still right here, and every engine roar I hear. Build me a 73 C10, red, white, and blue. Every bolt and line reminds me of you. At every show I park it proud, feels like he's riding right there in the crowd. Yeah, this boy still got that love so true, and Dad, I'll always ride for you. Yeah, the echoes of that old garage still call my name. Oil-stained floors and that worn-out sign still look the same. He taught me how to work hard, how to see things through, and I'm still learning from the man I never outgrew. Turns out he taught me more than I ever knew. Yeah, turns out he taught me more than I ever knew.
There you go, right there. Raul, I'm sorry about Vader Prowls, man. My finger just got a twitch, man. I have a bad habit of sitting here listening to the music and holding the mouse. And every once in a while, I'll get to jamming, and I push the button, and it cuts off a good song. So I do apologize that. Guys, we've got time for a couple more songs, and then we're going to call it an evening. I really want to thank our guest tonight, Cookie Lockheart, for tuning in and being on the show. I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being on and listening. And I just want you to know that y'all, especially in my life, thank you so much. I love you guys. Don't forget now, we have another great show on Sunday, and we'll have Craig Gould from the Classic Car Auction Group. Craig will be on, and we'll be talking about the auction they're going to be doing in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. So it's going to be a good time, and we'll probably do a little bit of live from right from the auction, and let you guys see some of the cars in the auction and stuff as they cross the block and different things. Yeah, trigger fingers. That's exactly right. So anyway, that we look forward for Craig being on the 26th. Riley Bear is going to be on the 29th, and that's going to be a good one. And then we'll go ahead and start booking some more for August. But thank you guys. Y'all have a blessed week. Finish it out and enjoy yourselves. Hug the ones you love. Be with them and just continue to be a good person. Thank you very much, guys, and we will talk to you tomorrow. Our next song here is called Whiskey on the Wind. We'll be back next on Sunday with more Pedal to the Metal, Motors and Music.
Screen door creaks in the evening air. A moth flutters around, the porch lights glare. The gravel road stretches far and thin, where shadows dance like whiskey on the wind. Oh, whiskey on the wind, it fades, it flies like a restless heart under empty skies. The bottle's dry, the fire's gone cold, and I'm chasing dreams that I can't hold. The barn's lean left since '95, but it still stands like it's alive. The fields lay fallow, the soil turned gray. Dreams planted here just blew away. And the wind hums low, it knows my name. It whispers loss, it whispers blame. Oh, whiskey on the wind, it fades, it flies like a restless heart under empty skies. The bottle's dry, the fire's gone cold, and I'm chasing dreams that I can't hold. The stars don't shine like they used to do. The moon's just a ghost, a pale tattoo. But I swear I'll find what I've left behind in the dust of this town or the back of my mind. The fire's gone cold, and I'm chasing dreams that I can't hold. I was just a young kid, wide eyes open wide, sat close to the fire on that cool autumn night. He walked up so quiet with a slow cowboy stride, snow-white hair flowing and a gray beard long and white. He pulled me right into the heart of the tale with them cowboy eyes. Through the dust of the canyon, the wind on the trail, his spurs and his six-gun, his voice strong and tall, that old cowboy poet made me live it all. His hat tipped just perfect, his vest leather worn, like a man riding out since the day he was born. Each word lit the fire, each rhyme stoked the flame, and I swear in that moment I was part of the game. He pulled me right into the heart of the tale with them cowboy eyes. Through the dust of the canyon, the wind on the trail, his snow white hair glowing, I still can recall that old cowboy poet made me live it all. He wasn't pretending, no trick of the show. The West lived inside him, it shone head to toe. One night by the fire I was captured in time by a cowboy in spirit, in dress and in rhyme. He pulled me right into the heart of the tale with them cowboy eyes. Through the dust of the canyon, the wind on the trail, with his long gray beard and his story so tall, that old cowboy poet made me live it all. And one day I'll gather my grandson and granddaughter around a crackling autumn campfire. I'll tell them of the night I first heard that old cowboy poet. His snow white hair, his long gray beard, and the truth in every word he spoke. And I'll pray they feel, as I once did, the living heartbeat of the West. When I was a boy, I'd rise with the sun. Mama would smile, say your days has just begun. She'd call from the door as I was going out to play. Do you have that dime? I'd laugh and say, yes ma'am, it's in my shoe this time. On two wheels of freedom, I'd spend those summer days, riding through town in that carefree way. And I knew, yes, I had to be home when the daylight was gone, when that old porch light on the front steps came on. And I wonder, as the years turn the page, what will it be like when she's my age? Will the world treat her kindly? Will her spirit stay brave? And will
that your day is through. What will it be like when she's my age? Now the world feels heavy, the kindness is thin, too much hatred for mankind. As the years roll on in, the laughter of children gets lost in the noise. Computer screens steal the imagination from the girls and the boys. But my granddaughter's eyes shine steady and true, a light in the darkness, a hope breaking through. And I pray that her heart will keep leading the way through the trials and troubles this world brings each day. And I wonder as the years turn the page, what will it be like when she's my age? Will the world treat her kindly? Will her spirit stay brave? And will her children have to be home when that porch light shines through, signaling that your day is through? What will it be like when she's mine? Maybe the world will be brighter tomorrow, a little less fear and a little less sorrow. Maybe her children will run and play the way we did back in my day. So I wonder, but I'll hold on to faith that love will be stronger when she's my age. Yes, I wonder, but I'll hold on to faith that love will be stronger when she's my age.
All right, everyone, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Pedal to the Metal. I want to send out a huge thank you to each and every one of you for tuning in and supporting the show. I also want to thank all of our amazing sponsors. You're the ones that help keep the wheels turning, and we truly appreciate you. Be sure to join us every Wednesday and Sunday. We kick things off with music at 6 p.m. each night, and the full show starts at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Until next time, keep the pedal down, heads high, and we'll see you at the next show.